My name's Wi-Fi the Elf. Now I'm coming to you live from the reindeer outpost in the North Pole, and I'm... Oh, wait a minute, let me check these cables. Oh, that's better. Now I'm going to connect you with Father Christmas so we can hear all about the adventures from the North Pole. I'm so very excited. I do love these. So get snuggled in and listen for the latest adventures from Father Christmas.
Well, thank you, Wi-Fi. That's wonderful to hear, and I'm glad you enjoyed hearing all about Tutu last week. She's a lot of fun as an elf, and we have great fun on the sleigh. So today we're going to go back to hearing about what happened last week here at the North Pole. So greetings, my cherished listeners from all corners of the globe. It's Father Christmas here, extending a warm welcome back to our enchanting series, Adventures from the North Pole. As we gather under the cloak of the starry night, with hearts open and minds ready for wonder, we embark on a tale not of snow and ice, but of warmth, camaraderie, and a feast that brought together beings of every stripe and spot. So make yourself comfortable, let the magic of storytelling wrap around you like a cozy blanket, and let us dive into tonight's tale of unity, diversity, and culinary delights. Now, before I start the story, we had some busy times in May, and I think you all got to see the wonderful aurora, the northern lights. They were fantastic all over the place, so I hope you really got to see them, because we enjoy them so much up here, and we've heard about the stories and all the things we get up to, and we see them there often in the backdrop. So I'm glad some of you got to see that as well. So let's get back to the story. Now, in the mystical expanse of the North Pole, where the auroras kiss the night sky and the hues of imaginable beauty, there dwelled an elf named Snell. Now, Snell's culinary delights, he was really good at cooking, were the stuff of legend. Snell, with a heart as warm as the ovens he worked beside, held a belief deep in his soul that food was more than just sustenance. It was a bridge between cultures, a catalyst for unity, and a celebration of the diverse tapestry that made up the fabric of the North Pole community. Now, Snell also is in charge of the Elf Fitness Centre. He gets up to some amazing things, keeping the elves all trim and ready. Now, with the annual celebration of the first snow drawing near, Snell conceived an idea that would transcend the ordinary, a feast of unity that would not only fill bellies, mine in particular, but also forge bonds of friendship and understanding across the realm. The celebration of the first snow was a day marked by the falling of the season's first snowflakes, a symbol of renewal and the commencement of the winter's magic. For this year's celebration, Snell imagined a feast unlike anything before, and I've had quite a few feasts, believe me. It would be a culinary mosaic, each dish a homage to the various inhabitants of the North Pole. From the elves and the animals in their cozy burrows to the yetis in the frosty caves. But to weave this intricate mosaic, Snell knew he must embark on a journey of discovery, to learn from those he sought to honour. So thus began Snell's pilgrimage through the North Pole. He first ventured into the enchanted forest, where the ancient tree spirits whispered to him the secrets of teas that sparkled with the same light as the auroras. In the caverns of echoing ice, the majestic snow leopard shared with him the knowledge of a spice that warmed from within. That sounds good, doesn't it? A treasure guarded by their kind for generations. The yetis in their mountainous abodes taught him the art of baking bread that captured the essence of the high peaks in every bite. It's making me hungry just remembering this. He went on quite the journey. Now, with each lesson, Snell's vision for the feast grew clearer, and his heart swelled with gratitude for the new friendships he had formed. The ingredients and techniques he gathered were not merely for his culinary creations, but were threads in the larger story of unity he wished to tell. As the day of the feast dawned, the North Pole was alive with anticipation, the elves chattering, my tummy rumbling. Invitations had been extended to all, from the glittering glaciers to the whispering pines, ensuring no creature, magical or otherwise, was forgotten. The venue was the great clearing, where the sky stretched wide and the first snowflakes could grace the gathering with their presence. The tables, oh wow, they were a sight to behold, laden and covered with dishes that gleamed under the twilight. The Aurora Brew, with its floating lights, enchanted the guests, drawing gasps of delight. The echoing spice stew sang with the voices of the caverns, a melody of warmth and welcome. And the mountain bread, oh, that was my favourite, with its golden crust, spoke of the resilience and majesty of the Yeti's home. But it was not the food alone that made the Feast of Unity memorable. It was the stories that accompanied each dish, shared by Snell, or the beings who inspired them. These tales wove through the evening like music, binding the hearts of those present in a shared experience of wonder and respect. As laughter, and my tummy had stopped rumbling, of course, and conversation filled the air, the feast became a living testament to the power of understanding and the beauty of diversity. The guests, once strangers divided by land and lifestyle, and even the smells from the cave, found common ground in their admiration of Snell's culinary art and the stories it told. They shared their own tales, their traditions, and their dreams, discovering in the process that though they were different, they shared the same sky, the same snow, and now the same table. Now Snell, watching from the sidelines, felt a profound sense of accomplishment. His Feast of Unity had achieved what he had hoped. It had brought the North Pole together, not just in body, but in spirit. And in food. The joy of sharing a meal, of discovering new tastes, and the comfort of familiar flavours had woven a spell of unity and camaraderie that was the true essence of the celebration of the first snow. And I was very, very full that night. Mrs. Christmas told me off. My belly was just a little bit bigger than usual. It was very good though. So as the night drew to a close and the last bites of the Northern Lights cake were savoured, the guests departed, their hearts and bellies full. Mine certainly was. They left with a new understanding of their neighbours, a sense of belonging to a community richer and more diverse than they had known. And so, with new friendships and more, the Feast of Unity became more than just a meal. It became a beacon of hope, a reminder that in the heart of the coldest place on earth, warmth could always be found in the company of friends, old and new, elfish or fluffy. For Snell and all who took part in the feast, it was an unforgettable celebration of unity, diversity, and the magic that occurs when different worlds come together under the banner of friendship and, of course, food. Now, we can't forget about Bixby and Biscotti. You know they would have got involved somewhere. Well, in the midst of this grand celebration, our dear friends Bixby and Biscotti found their way to contribute to the unity. Bixby, ever the playful spirit, darted between the tables, his antics bringing smiles and laughter, reminding everyone of the joy found in simple pleasures. Biscotti, for her part, offered a quiet companionship, curling up beside those who needed a moment of calm, proving that unity comes in many forms, including the silent support of a friend. And so, my friends, we close another chapter of our adventures at the North Pole. Tonight's tale, Snell's Feast of Unity, reminds us of the incredible tapestry we weave when we come together, sharing our cultures and our hearts. Before we part, I leave you with two questions to ponder. What dish from your culture or family bring you together with others? And how can you, like Bixby and Biscotti, bring joy and comfort to those around you? Share these thoughts, dear listeners, and remember, the magic of the North Pole is a beacon of unity, shining brightly for all who believe in the power of togetherness and feasts and food. So until we meet again under the dancing lights of the auroras, keep the flame of adventure and the warmth of friendship burning bright in your hearts. Goodbye, and remember, every day is an opportunity to make someone smile, to help out, and to spread a little bit of kindness. Farewell, my wonderful friends.